not know about you guys, but I am ridiculously hyped for episode 4 of The Mandalorian. This might be the best Star Wars content we've had in the last decade. I am beyond hyped for episode 4. So much so, I'm going to stay up until the middle of the night and make a video about it immediately following the release. So today, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about kind of what to expect in episode 4. Going to be kind of hard to really discuss that, frankly, because it left us so wide open, which I love. And then I've got a couple other subjects to hit on. Most importantly is this right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got Baby Yoda merch finally on Amazon. Just go type in the Child Mandalorian and it's all here. A lot of you asked where I got my Baby Yoda shirt. I actually got it on some third-party site that just put together some art for it. This is the official merch. You can get the pop socket for your phone. This is not paid advertisement, by the way. This is just literally me out of the goodness of my heart wanting to help you guys, because who does not want this shirt? I think I'm going to buy this shirt. Look at that. That is so good. I could buy all of these Baby Yoda shirts. You got your ugly Christmas sweater right here. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's too good. It's too good. You got your long sleeves and oh, look at this. There we go. We got our decal. Wow, this is amazing. And all of its oh, and look at this. We even got the I have spoken. They're embracing the memes. I actually read an article that talked about how the industry was not quite ready for the demand of Baby Yoda merch. Like, come on, how did we not have this foresighted? Oh, look at this hoodie right here. I love this one. Look at that. I just might have to buy that after I'm done recording this video. It's too good. And then look at this. Oh, the Mandalorian insignia. That is super dope. So definitely check that out. I typed in the Child Mandalorian if you want the Baby Yoda stuff. Looks like there's plenty to choose from here that I am digging. I actually only looked at these and thought, oh, I got to show that in my video real quick before I get into everything else. And then I scrolled down. I hadn't seen some of this other stuff. I might have to ask for forgiveness rather than permission, if you know what I mean, from the better half. And before we get into episode 4 as well, I wanted to talk a little bit about this. This is an article from Film. /film.com. This has kind of been all over the internet. But a lot of it's been breaking that The Mandalorian has finally surpassed Stranger Things as the most demanded streaming show in the United States. Now, I'm not putting a ton of stock in this in terms of it. I mean, it looks like they're dethroning Stranger Things after 21 weeks, which Stranger Things had its debut in July. This is November. And so now tell me if I'm not understanding how the streaming metrics work very well. This is from something called Pair Analytics. But to me, I'm like, wow, this is brand new. Stranger Things has been out for a while. So I don't know if it's really that crazy, but it definitely is a good indicator for both Disney Plus and The Mandalorian that it's been received this well. I don't think it should really come as a surprise to anyone. And I mean, the Rotten Tomatoes reviews kind of speak for themselves, 95%. The last episode, The Sin, was showing, let's see, where is that? It was showing at 100%, but now it's at 93%. So somebody went in there and ruined it. How many? We've got 28 reviews. So that's really not that many for Rotten Tomatoes, but shows tend to get less than the main films. So what to expect from the next episode? I think it's really important to note that Cara Dune, I'm not sure if it's Cara or Cara. I think I've heard it said both ways. Her character has yet to show up, along with Moff Gideon, who's played by, forgetting his name, the guy who was in Breaking Bad as Gus, Giancarlo Esposito. Somebody crucify me in the comments for that one. I don't know how to pronounce his name. We'll just call him Moff Gideon or Gus or Moff Gus Gideon. I don't know. But he has yet to show up. And also we've got Agent May. I'm just going to call her Agent May from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So lots of big name characters have not shown up yet. And so what can we expect? My best speculation is We've obviously taken the child now from the, Werner Herzog's character, who is still unnamed to my knowledge, who I'm guessing is some kind of high-ranking Imperial official, maybe a Moff. It's notable that his character is not named, but we do have Moff Gideon named. So we know that he is a former Empire Moff. I'm guessing that he is going to be ranking above Werner Herzog's character, and that's why he's going to get into the woodwork here. He could also be ranking underneath it. Maybe Werner Herzog's character is more important, and he sends Moff Gideon after the Mandalorian with all of his troopers. That's very possible as well. But what I think is probably going to take the front seat here is Moff Gideon will be the pursuer. And I also think it is very likely, based on some of the trailer footage that we've received, that Cara Dune is going to be enlisted by the Mandalorian to help. I'm guessing they have some kind of history. And so there's definitely a lot of stuff coming that we do not quite have, we're not going to guess. I mean, who could have guessed Yoda? But it does seem very likely that the rest of the season is going to center around the Mandalorian trying to escape the grasps of the Empire. And so what I think we can expect in episode 4 is probably an establishment of Moff Gideon as the pursuer and Cara Dune as the helper, helping the Mandalorian, who also I think Pedro Pascal revealed his name. I don't know if he was being serious or not, but we'll just call him the Mandalorian, from helping the child at this point. Do I think that we are going to find out more about the child's species? Baby Yoda or Yoda's species. I don't think anything like that is to come in episode 4, and I don't think we're going to get any big juicy details on this, mostly because George Lucas appears to have been pretty involved in The Mandalorian. I've seen images of him backstage, helping out with the planning, etc., and it's always seemed apparent to me that George Lucas does not want Yoda's species to be known. He wants it to be a mystery. Does that mean that we're not going to learn anything? I definitely think it's possible we could start to learn some tidbits, but my guess is if we learn anything, it's going to be small, minuscule details, little teasers to leave us wanting more. If anything, just to stoke our curiosity more, only to not satisfy. And so that's what I think is the most likely in regards to the child. Now, of course, another angle of that is we've got Greef Karga, who is probably going to come in to play as well. He seems to have some kind of affinity for the Mandalorian, but he got shot. He was saved by the Beskar. So I don't think it's likely that the Mandalorian is going to be working with him. But I'm not sure if he's going to necessarily be working with Moff Gideon either, but he could. It's kind of up in the air at this point in that regard, but I also feel like it's very unlikely that plot line is just going to go away. So we're going to have a lot of things coming at the Mandalorian in future episodes. The question is, who is going to be the main central villain at this point? And based on the trailer footage, I feel like Moff Gideon is probably going to be the main pursuer. I think he's going to be the main threat, with the client, as he's officially named on IMDb, Werner Herzog's character. I think he's going to be the ever-looming threat, so kind of akin to like Vader being Moff Gideon and Palpatine being Werner Herzog's character. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. We've only got like 24 hours, a little more than 24 hours until this episode hits. So we've got lots of hype to experience between now and then. Let me know what you're excited for down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, my brothers, don't forget.
Sorry about the mess.